Hi everybody, I'm B Stone. This blog is about my religious studies class just because I'm currently trying to do the assignment and I just had a lot of different things on my mind. And the class is called Contemporary Religious Thoughts. So we just talk about the different aspects going on in religion and what leads to violence in the world and how, there's hate crimes for different religions. And it even can pertain to some of the things that are currently going on in the media, just as far as like the pastor trying to burn the Quran and saying that, if the Muslim mosque would be moved, then he wouldn't do it. So it's a lot of things that surround it, and we're not talking about just that one topic. We're talking about religion in general. And I do know our professor had us addressing the issue of the dynamics of prejudice. And so I just wanted to talk about like my thought about the dynamics of prejudice. And I put for my basic definition, because he does want us to just explain, I put the best definition of prejudice is an opinion, feeling, or attitude that has been formed beforehand that has a bias and negative outlook about something. So, prejudice doesn't only fall into like one generalization category to where it deals with like only one specific group. It's an overall category. You can't just say prejudice has to do with race. Prejudice can do with homosexuality. It can deal with, gender. It can deal with a lot of different things. So I think it was pretty cool that we did have it to talk about this. And I do think it is a psychological perception that has been framed around just personal values that a person has been brought up with, because babies don't come out with personal values. It's who brings them up that conveys their values onto them. So that's what prejudice is. And then we had to discuss religious prejudice, and that is in the name itself. Religion and prejudice has to do with, the different stereotypes, just as far as Muslims and Christianity and Catholics and Jews and all the different religions out there. And there's a lot of prejudice. A lot of the country, I think he said 90% of the country is Christian, supposedly. So that deals with 10% that is just other religions. So you would think that as a Christian country we wouldn't have so much of the craziness going on that we do, but it's still there, and there is prejudice just by the different religions. And so, hey, I want your guys' feedback on what you think religious prejudice is and different solutions you might think to solve it. I'd like to hear that intake as well. And I just think overall that some Christians are very hypocritical about how they address themselves and their values that they pick out. And I know the Bible says has good and bad in there, and I feel that some people quote it out of miscontext and they don't know what God's intentions were. So with that being said, I think we should end prejudice, and there should not be any hate at all. That's me, keep the peace. But I don't know, I just wanted to see what you guys were thinking. And this was totally different from the topic that I did want to talk about, the VMAs, because Lady Gaga, the whole like 4 spikes throughout her whole head, like that just wasn't a go. So alright guys, have a great one. Send comments and anything, read my articles. I'm slowly but surely getting my blog up to how I want it, so enjoy. Bye.